Hi everyone, Deb here. So when I did my haul video the other day, I said that I might bring out some vintage cards and stuff from my mother's things that I found. Well, I don't have time to go through the whole box, but I did find a few things. First, I found this newspaper from 1945, and I'm sure this long article about school open house has my mother's name or somebody in my relatives' names in this long list of names. I didn't read it, but this was during a war because here they wanted blood donors to save fighting men. Um, they were sorting and packing clothing also at the United Clothing Drive for war relief. Yeah, so World War II, I believe, right? Anyway, and then on the back is partial comic strips, and I just thought those were cool to look at how they dressed and did their hair and everything. So I won't be using any of these because they had meaning to my mother. Um, this was back in a day. Let's see, this one was 1951, so not as old. They didn't even put zip codes on envelopes yet at that time. That was my dad's name. And there's two Christmas cards in here, and both of them, um, good. There's no signature in this. Both of them are thin sheets of paper folded like this. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let me see who this was from. It says mother, dad, and family. So I think this was my mom's mom and her dad and the rest of them after mom was married and moved out and lived in this place with my dad, I think. Uh, yeah, because it was to them. And here's another one. Let me see what's written in it. Okay, this was to my brother who was born in 1951, and it's from uh, Grandma and Grandpa on my mom's side. I never met my grandmother because she passed away soon after that from breast cancer. So do your exams and checks. So again, it's done like this. It says made in the USA. So my question to you card makers is where did it start to go into thick cardstock? And with the price of mailing now, maybe we should go back to thinner paper with just one layer and a design on it, Who's to say? So anyway, obviously the envelope is vintage, the glue is, showing through kind of thing. These were my brother was in Boy Scout camp and postcards were used. That was my whole point with showing this. So I'll put it like this. And those were 1964. And I do have an older one somewhere in here. This is from 1951 also. This is from Aunt Ruth and Uncle Gus. I never met them, or if I did, I was very little. And a Happy New Year. And again, the same style. So even in the 50s, early 50s, we were doing them this way. And again, made in the USA. I don't know if that means anything, but wars were just over. So, and I think it was, I don't know how much it cost to mail. Let's see if it says. December 17th, 1951, 2 cent stamps. 2 cents. Let me see if the other one has a price on it, on a stamp. Huh. 3 cents because there were two cards in there probably. One for David, my brother, and one for um, the family. I wasn't born yet, by the way. Now these are not, I'll save these. These are pictures of me, I think. So I have tons of old photos. I'll show you a couple of them. But there's a ton of these little crinkly bags that have the negatives in. Oh gosh. These are negatives of, no, I think it was Halloween. I was going to say, I think these are negatives of my uncle when he was in the Navy, but it's not. So I think these are from the 60s. This was my mother. I know you didn't really want to see that. There's no year written on that. This was my dad when I was a little puffy baby, and there's my brother. He looks like he was about 8 or 9 maybe. And I'm 5 years young, 5.5 years younger than him. And I'm not going to show you all the rest of them that were in here. And this was also my mother. But I don't know. Oh, there's a thing on the back. A 10-second picture. I guess this was when they were just coming out with these. A Polaroid land print finished in 10 seconds. Not too bad, huh? And then here is a card. This was from an uncle of mine to... Huh. Oh, this is from an uncle of mine to his father, which was my grandfather. I guess it was to his mother from her soldier boy, and I don't see a date on here, but it's again during a war. He hand wrote in here, but it's also the same thing. So this had to be like, now this one is a little thicker than the other ones. It has a little texture to it, but it's still thin enough to fold like that. And it seems like a lot of them have this cut off, and there's a little peekaboo, right? It's the soldier boy writing to his mother. Isn't that cute? So yeah, this is from my uncle Ellsworth, we called him. Clarence Ellsworth was his name, to his mother. So it had to be before 1951, so probably in the 40s. And I don't know how she got it. Anyway, then there's this box. I have two boxes. This was, I believe this was one of my uncle's boxes that my mom got. And there's all these old vintage handkerchiefs. This one obviously looks like it's for a lady. And all these look like men's handkerchiefs, which I don't know. You don't find those anymore. They're kind of dirty and yuck. And there's a bunch of letters in here. I won't show those, but I just wanted to show there's a handmade one. There's some things in there about immunizations from a school. Oh, what's this? This might be a birth certificate or a graduation certificate. Oh no, this is Bible school. A scroll from Bible school for this must have been my Uncle George, and it's from 1935. Wow. Certificate of Honor from Bible school. Never even heard. I didn't live in the area they lived in, other than 3 months. I think my parents moved to the area I live in now about when I was 3 months old. And now I have this also, and I think this also was one of my uncles, maybe, or it might have been my mom. This might have been my mom's. More scrolls, and I'm going to share them even though it has personal stuff on because I think they're adorable. This is my mother's birth certificate, cradle roll. Oh wait, beginner's department. No, this had to be, yeah, I guess cradle roll of the St. John's ME Sundays. Oh, this is Sunday school. I'm sorry. This isn't her birth certificate, but it's in here too. So, yeah. Aren't they cute? The little images of the little girls and boys. So, I don't have to buy vintage. I have it right here. There's a lot more in here. This is her birth certificate, and yeah, I'll just show you the top part. And this was from, she was born September 30, 1928, and this is dated February 5th, 1929. Cool, huh? And What's this one? This is her junior high. It's just really crinkly certificate that she got through junior high in 1944, May. Um, so I know this probably doesn't interest you unless you're interested in vintage. I don't know what this is, some kind of a program. Oh, yeah, this is the junior high commencement program, 1944. She lived and went to school in Northumberland, Pennsylvania. I was born up in that area as well. I don't know if there's any other cards or anything in here. Let me see. Immunization certificates. Oh, there's something else here. Let's see if it's something I can show. Oh, there's checks and stuff in here. I don't think I want to show any of that for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll show this. My dad purchased a diamond ring in July 23rd, 1949. Wow. And it has the price on here. Huh. I think I have that ring actually in my mom's old jewelry box. And the rest of this is like mortgage papers and stuff like that when they first bought the house. So yeah, that's what I have to oh, and I'll show you my pictures. And mine, I guess I'm considered vintage now too because I graduated high school in 1974. Let me make sure this locks. It's not locking. Of course it's not locking. Anyway, it did lock before. These are my senior pictures. That is me. It's Philadelphia, PA, but I live out near Philadelphia. Look at that. And I had just gotten my braces off after 4.5 years of wearing them. But guess what? My teeth are crooked again. They didn't stay. So I'm very upset about that. And here I am in my cap and gown. They really, look at all the makeup stuff they touched up. This one's black and white. I like this better actually. This one, they used to really touch up the pictures a lot, the faces. And yeah, especially like the pink rougey stuff on the cheeks. So anyway, that's me. Many, 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 many years. Let's see, we're in 2024 soon, right? And I graduated in 74, so 84, 94, 2004, 2014, 2000, that's like 50 years ago. Yeah, that would be right. Wow. Anyway, that's my trip down memory lane. I just wanted to show you mostly how the cards were done back then. They were all like paper, folded like that, and then a print on the one side and also on the inside. So really cool and kind of interesting that this one is from during a war. And yeah, where's those other ones here? These Christmas ones and Happy New Year one. They did have sparkle on some too. Thin layers like Winkastelli kind of sparkle, see? And it's actually raised up a little bit. And how it looks like they did that is with some kind of manual tool. Maybe it was a machine. It had to be a machine, right? But it's different because it does have some not real elevated, but a little bit indented and a little bit embossed, but not a whole lot. Just like his mitten is a little bit embossed, and then there's indents instead on some of it. So yeah, and a Happy New Year. So Happy New Year, everyone, soon. This is December 30th, and I just want to come on real quick and share that stuff with you because I said I would. I know there's more. I know I saw more from like the 20s and stuff, but I couldn't find them this morning, and I don't feel like digging through further, so I don't have time to do that. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.